So once it was said by a great master, get out of your mind and get into your heart. Think less and feel more. Whenever I look back to my life, all I find is extreme insecurities and vulnerabilities that I was carrying with me. From outside, I was happy with everything, my life, my friendship, my relationships, my family, the travels I did, everything. But digging deep, I was empty. I was in a good relationship but was extremely dependent. I was hanging around with friends, but at the same time, I was expecting them to remove my insecurities, again, dependent. I was enjoying my travel, of course, but I was not happy with it as I never traveled for myself but to be a great traveler. So you see, all I had within me was dependency and a fake identity, not just lying to others but myself. So this is where the problem starts. Since childhood, I was a very rebellious kid. Whenever I saw something was going wrong, I acted upon. But what's the point of being a rebel when you can't rebel yourself? So molding I, what does this mean? When I'm telling my story, I'm not just telling my story, but the youths who fall in the same page. No matter what we say, we love ourselves or we care for ourselves, we don't. We need external validation. We value others' opinion. Just think about it. Haven't you ever asked someone, am I looking good at this, even when you are wearing a favorite dress? So yeah, we live for others. May it be society, family, or your friends, we live for them. So what I changed in myself is I stopped living for others, and I recommend you to do so. Because at the end, nobody cares. Everyone has their own problems in life. Everyone has their own sufferings in life. You go sharing your suffering and you come back taking theirs. So this is how it works. You give something and you're going to get it back. Good or bad, doesn't matter. So another thing that I see within us is we are a big people pleaser. I have done the most stupid things just to please people. And the interesting part is the people I became stupid for are not even close to me. But I don't blame them. This is how life is, and this is how life is supposed to be. We live in a very fake and materialistic world where there is no space for acceptance of self-love and self-care. You are given a name of selfish and narcissist for being so. What I see lacking in this world today is being real and authentic. A straightforward approach is missing. But I request you all not to fall in this trap. I request you all to be unique. We need guts to be unique, so be unique. A friend in my high school who always needed an attention. He always used to come to class at least 5 minutes late just to grab the attention of the class. We named him an attention seeker. But today when I look at me, I feel like I also want you all to look at yourself. Aren't we an attention seeker? Think about it. Haven't you ever called a small, mild headache a migraine or a slip feet, a twisted feet when you convey it to someone just for attention? So we all have our own ways of grabbing attention or seeking attention. So why do you think this is happening? Why do you think we are doing this? It is because we live for others. We need others to hold on our emotions and we don't work on our own. My 23 years of life went making mistakes, small or big, and of course being sorry for it. But now when I look back, I find sorry as the most overrated word, as it simply opens the door for you to make the same mistake again and again. So what's the point? Humans are supposed to make mistakes and learn from it, of course. You need not be sorry for your mistakes. Rather, you need to rectify it on action. You need to learn from those mistakes and rectify your life. So, the whole point here is accept things the way they are. You need not judge things. You need not say this is bad or this is good. You just need to analyze things the way they are, and you need to make changes within yourself, not within others, within yourself. I wanted to change my life. There were two possibilities. One, to leave back all the fear of losing out on people. Another, to be the same and, you know, face all the consequences that I was facing back again. One thing that I love about me is I never stop trying. Irrespective of failure or success, I never stop trying. I've tried a lot of things and I failed. I failed miserably. Now also I am failing, but I still try. So I wanted to change my life, as I said. So I chose the first one. I left all my fear of losing out on people, and not surprisingly, it happened that I lost many of my friends, my family, just because I chose to live the way I want to. But the point is, I'm happy today. I'm happy with myself, and I'm not dependent. We were born in the era of disruptive technology. We were bombarded with information, and we were not ready for it. The information which was supposed to be a boon for us happened to be a poison for us, just because our body and mind was not ready for it. The issues like depression and anxiety took a leap. It was there from past, but it took a leap because our body and mind was not ready for it. And when your body and mind is not receptive towards change, these things happen. So, only thing that helped me improve my life was through self-awareness, self-reflection, and meditation. You know, we always want others to solve our problems, and that does not happen, that does not work. We need others, opinion, we need others' attention, we need others' love, but we fail to see ourselves, we fail to love ourselves, we fail to care for ourselves. We need to start valuing our emotions and not others. So, this is how I changed my life, and today I am happy with it. I'm not dependent. I can proudly say I'm an independent human being today, just because I chose myself. And mindfulness really helps in this. I always used to live in future and past. I was an extreme overthinker. Exaggeration was my thing. If I told my friends something, I would have already imagined a long message, a blocked account, and a broken friendship. If I had a severe headache, I would have already imagined an MRI machine which showed brain tumor on it. I know I am not alone in this. You all fall in the same category. So what's the point? What will you lose? What will you lose if a friend blocks you for what you said was what you thought was right? What can it do if you have a brain tumor? It's already there. Thinking about it makes it even worse. So we need to start living in present and not in future and past. Only living in present will make you less of an overthinker. So this is how I molded my life. This is how I molded myself. From living for others to living for myself. From being extremely dependent to being an independent human being. Emotionally, of course. From being a people pleaser to being a self pleaser. Today, my perspective towards life has changed. My perspective towards love has changed. Yesterday, I used to see love as something associated with relationships. I used to think that if some person is, if he or she is my someone, I need to love him or her 1%, at least 1% more than the other. But today, I do not associate it with any kind of relationships. I have liberated love, I have not restricted love. Today, I understand that the more you give love, the more you can find your inner peace, the more you can work on yourself. The more you liberate love, the less you'll have expectations from it, and the less you'll have suffering from it. Love is a very beautiful thing which we have polluted just because of different kind of relationships and standards. It should not happen. We need to liberate love. So I molded myself from restricting love to liberating love. Today I realize feelings and emotions are two different things. Yesterday, my whole life was driven by emotions, but today I have learned to understand what feelings are. Yesterday, I used to react on things. Today, I have learned to respond. So, this is the difference. You need to learn to respond and not react. So, this is how I molded myself. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Have a good weekend.